see if I can do this correctly here.
Hey folks, Turbine Guy here with Joe. He's trying to figure it all out with our highly technical equipment. There we go. I'm learning. You better look out. I'm getting good with this thing, Joe.
You got the camera going.
Yeah?
Hopefully Don's coming.
Hopefully.
He's doing air conditioner today in Buffalo.
Is he? I'm going to leave you there for a second. Because, look at this guy. I can set him up.
Well, hello. So how much time do we have, Jay?
Time. It's time.
You on the radio? What? Tell it's really loud as you can.
I'm not sure why, but I'm trying to save this.
Trying to mount it in the camera stand right now.
And it says it's a website.
Wait a minute. I don't want to hit no buttons. There we go. We are in and we are set. There. Hope you're all not too dizzy. She don't like that being offset. I gotta move it. Don't like that being offset like that.
All right. Put me on hold.
That'll work better. Oh yeah. There we go. Look at that. Joe gave me the mic. He don't like doing that, so he must be hard up today, folks.
I'm on.
There you go. Hey, John's not here. I think I got a replacement ready for Don. Come on, buddy.
Number.
There we go.
Number one.
What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? My buddy is my buddy Foo Dog. Anyone who don't know. We had 2 watchers, now we're down to none. Just so y'all know, we do this radio show every Tuesday at 3:30 at DJ's in Monticello. You'll hear all that. Monticello, Minnesota. He's a good buddy of mine. He sells a lot of cool things that are super energy efficient, super cool, barbecues, fireplaces, inserts, hot tubs. I get my stuff from Don. This is a place to come. So I want to come up here and help him. And what we're on right now is a radio show called It's All About the Green. We do this at AM 1360 KRWC every week. I'm going to try to pull this up over here.
Well, good afternoon as we broadcast live from DJ's in Monticello. It's all about the green, and with me, Jay Nygaard, and Jay doesn't appear to be mine is working, so you start the show.
Testing, testing, testing. It's all about the green, and the Turbine Guy is here making up for Joe. I got us going on my YouTube channel right over there, and we are up and running. Now I'm trying to find, look, here I am. I got me right behind me too. So I got this up so I can look at comments. And if somebody wants to say, ask a question, we can respond to it. If anyone's got a chat going, go ahead and hop in. Anyway, Joe's busy working on his technical thing. But the best part about all this, folks, is Turbine Guy's got the mic. And Joe's busy. So I can tell you all about what's going on here. We are a DJ's energy saving store in Monticello. It's the old Moon Motorcycle Harley shop. So it's kind of cool. It's a little bit of history that way. But what we got going here is my buddy Don sells barbecues, he sells fireplaces, inserts, hot tubs. He's got all kinds of cool stuff, garage heaters right there. And it's all about getting the most efficient, energy efficient, and best products so you're using less energy over time. And that's what this is all about. I can tell you, I just bought a Camp Chef grill from Don, wireless grill of all things. I bought a corner fireplace, super efficient. It's so efficient that you can exhaust it with PVC. So it's like saving all of that energy for into the house. So it's better than running the furnace. It's more efficient. I get my water softeners from Don. Geez, I got a hot tub, Nordic tub. Don's big into Nordic tubs. You can order all different sizes and kinds, and that's what I did, with special order the right one. But Nordic tubs, appliance grade hot tubs made in Michigan. So that's what this is about, talking about these different products and the thing that Don brings. And not just the things he brings, but Don brings himself. And Don's been in this business for longer than many of us have been alive. Okay, so he knows what he's doing. He's still out in the field doing what he has to. And he's the most knowledgeable guy as far as I'm concerned when it comes to this stuff. Now, you got anything going there, Joe, or not?
Of course, Jay.
Of course. Hey, we're up to 7 viewers. So I got to say that's a record. I appreciate it out there, folks. Now, if you're anywhere near Monticello, right, that's where we are. DJ's Energy Saving Store, I said that. They usually got a hot tub out in front in the summer, and it's a really busy street, so, you know, it's not so happy that way. But it's right by the railroad track, so it's easy to find, you know. And the best thing out of all of this is you can go online and look at any of this stuff. Go to djscompanies.com, djscompanies.com, and anything we choose to look at today, you'll be able to find there, and most of it you'll be able to find pricing. You know, and if not, you can just send an email or call and you'll find it out. So my question to you today, Joe, is what is our focus?
Our focus is talking about all of these great products like you have already been, Jay.
Well, no, wrong answer, Joe. No, wrong answer. Joe, the focus is me. I'm the focus. Just like I was in charge a couple of weeks ago, I found out I wasn't, but I still think I was. I'm going to be the focus today. And you know why? Because I want to bring you guys around and show you exactly what we're talking about.
And
now,
you've got the long cord.
I do have, so I can venture around the store. So I think the best thing to talk about today is
right behind you. Let's talk about that wood
barbecue.
Because that's what Don loves to talk about, the camp chefs.
Absolutely. And I'll get over to the one I bought in a few minutes. But the nice thing about these is they've got little hoppers, you know, different size or whatever, that you can control temperature and all that. And the really, really neat thing is some of these are wireless. Now, we're looking at the 24-inch Camp Chef barbecues. Just thought I'd open that for everybody to see. Look at all that space in there. Now, here, I'm going to go open a hopper. Yeah, we can look right down in there and we can see that. And it's got that nice little screw down there that brings it all in. So you can set this on how you want it to work and everything. Oh, look at this little feature. So you can open your beverage if you have to when you're out there. I mean, that's pretty important as far as I'm concerned. But this is 2 foot. Now, they got 3 foot, don't they, Joe?
They do. It's right over here.
There we go. Why don't you open that for me? Look at this, a 3-footer. Look how much bigger that is. Wow, look at all that space. I mean, you could really fit a lot in that. I mean, this is if you're having the whole family over for the 4th of July, isn't it?
That is true. Now, the difference between the 2 units that you looked at, if we go back to the woodwind that you started with.
Yep.
Right? Go back to that one for a second. You'll notice that is not a Wi-Fi unit, right?
Correct.
Because that's got the knobs on it. You'll see that.
Yep, the
Now,
control
let's take a
knob.
look at this one. This one is a
Camp Chef here. Well, look right there. Pellet grill and everything, but what it really tells you.
This one is not. This is not a Wi-Fi, but the one behind it.
No, but it's got digital readout and everything. But you're right.
Right behind it over there on another 24-inch one. That is the Wi-Fi.
This is the now. Is this the one I got?
That is the one you have.
I think so. Well, actually, he said it was that one over. He said it was that one over there. But I think. Oh, look at that. We have a customer. How you doing, sir?
Good, how are you?
Doing very well, thank you. Man, business is just booming. But I'll walk right over here to where we keep showing this one as being mine. And, you know, I got to be honest, Joe. I haven't unpacked it yet. I haven't had the help and the good weather to do it at the same time. But yes, this guy is wireless, so you can operate it from wherever you are. And I think I got just the local wireless. But don't they have internet wireless now, Joe?
They do.
So like you can be like I was the other night and realize you're out on the boat having a good time for a few minutes. Here, I'm trying to switch me around. There we go. Realize you're out there having you a good time for a few minutes, and you know you got another beer, so might as well hang out on the lake for a little longer. Well, you can tap right into that, and boom, you can see where your stuff's cooking on the grill, and you can even slow it down if you have to, so you can take a little extra time, can't you?
You can.
Look at that. Joe don't even want to talk, but I'm going to keep incorporating him today. Absolutely. So,
Well, I should mention, last night I did pork chops on mine.
pork chops.
And you know what's really nice is you get that high heat.
Yeah.
This thing is just like cooking in the oven in the house.
Well, it's not just that, though. It could be a smoker or a dehydrator.
Yep.
or all
I'm
kinds
not
of things.
fancy enough to do that, but you could do that. You could
Well,
smoke it first. and
That's
you
all
could do
practice, Joe. You just got to get a little better every time. Now, hold on. Ooh, excuse me. Now, remember, I mentioned dehydrator. Look at that right there. They got dehydrating racks. So you can go nice and slow over time and smoke yourself some jerky or smoke yourself some vegetables, can't you, Joe?
You can do that.
And I know that this is the attachment you really want.
Seriously.
There it is, the sear station. This is, didn't he say 800 degrees or something like that? This thing gets up there and you throw it on there and boom, you seal it one side and the other. And then you get it over to the smoker for a nice slow cook. And you know, if there's anybody to ask about how to cook this stuff, is DJ Don. I'm going to tell you that. He's even got the butcher paper you need. And you can get that going. And you can use that butcher paper. You can use that butcher paper to seal your stuff while you're cooking it. It's a special type of deal. Absolutely.
Dog's not gonna pee on the chair, is it?
No, I think he's safe. He would have to stand up to do that. He don't look like he wants to stand up.
So again, Jay is on YouTube today. Is that what it is?
Yes, we are on
Remind folks
YouTube.
again about that, how that
That's my YouTube channel. I'm the Turbine guy. And that's my channel. I've got 40-some hundred subscribers. Let me go look and see now if we got any questions. No, I don't see any. We got 4 people watching now. And 5 thumbs up. So actually we're doing better than we ever have, Joe. Joe, this is one of our best shows ever, and Don ain't even here. Imagine if Don was here.
Well, he is busy today. He's putting in an air conditioning unit in Buffalo.
Speaking of air conditioning, huh? What do they have here nowadays? Tempstar, isn't it? Isn't that the latest?
Definitely.
And here we go. Nice little Tempstar unit. You get that installed. You have the most modern, most efficient heating cooling system. And you save the most money. It costs you the least. You help the environment the most, don't you?
It's all energy efficient. It's all about saving the money on the green, right?
It's all about saving the green. You know, sometimes with renewables, you got to invest in order to save, don't you?
You know all about that stuff.
I sure do. 'Cause that's all I do.
And again, people can pick up on all of these money-saving ideas when they come to DJs. Again, we're right here in Monticello, right off of Highway 25 or Pine Street. People can stop into the store, take a look at the all of the different things that they have in store here. One big thing that we should get to, because
how about the big store?
well, the big store, that's
DJScompanies.com.
correct. So if you're an internet shopper, you want to head over there. But I myself would rather go into the bricks and mortar, because say back here in the fireplace showroom, Jay, they have lots of different fireplaces that people can take a look at. I mean, they can burn these units so people can see how they burn.
Well, that's just it. All of these are hooked up. You have all these standalones in the middle, which are, you know, super cool and definitely old-timey looking. especially over here on the end that actually look like stoves. And you know, when I went up skiing at a place a few years ago up in Wisconsin, they had something like this in their basement, and they did two things with it. One, they heated water for the coffee, and the other was they kept a pot on to humidify the house because that's how they heated the area. So yeah, no, these things are super cool. And a lot of these are turning out to be wireless too, I hear.
And what a great way to add value to your house, right?
Oh, absolutely. Not just value, but comfort. I tell you, here, look, I don't ever get to show anybody. Here, I get to show people. That is a fireplace we got right there. That corner fireplace. Yeah,
It's
so
one of many that DJ has here, so we want to make sure to invite folks to come on in and take a look at it.
well, they're seeing it if they're on my YouTube channel, the Turbine Guy. You can go there and you can fire this up, and I'm pointing at everything we're talking about today. We're getting rid of that.
We're Jay Nygaard at DJ's. It's all about the green. We do this every Tuesday afternoon, 3:30 to 4, as we broadcast live from the Monticello location, which now is DJ's exclusive location. You know, they at one time had up to 5 stores.
Oh, they were all over.
Yeah, and now they say, you know what, we're going to put it in one big, nice store in Monticello, and they have now moved everything in here. A lot of folks knew them when they were at the Albertville location, and that's where the city desk was, but now David is here. with
Here we
the
go.
city desk and the
Right
press
back
box
there.
back there.
And talk about a segue. That's exactly what I wanted to point out today. For people like me who are goofy enough to go on YouTube and fix stuff yourself, what do I got right behind me but the parts desk? I mean, isn't that perfect? You can come right in, bring a part in, come in, tell them what's wrong. They're going to do everything they can to help you out. And you ain't got to go down to somewhere in Minneapolis, St. Paul to get it. This is right up here where you live in northwestern suburbs of Minneapolis. So absolutely, these guys are knowledgeable and great. And if I were you, I'd rather come here absolutely than run down there.
And again, they can always give us a call here at the Monticello location as well. Ask for David, he's in parts. Again, the number is 763-497-2661. So again, if you've got a question about a part, you know, just pick up the phone, ask for the parts department, talk to David about the parts that they have, and he can help you out. Again, that number to call, 763-497-2661.
That's a number for everybody, isn't it, Joe?
It is. Holly is busy today normally, last week I talked to Holly quite a bit about fireplaces. She's not available today because they are going crazy with getting fireplaces put together, so.
So, hey, I got another DIY topic I want to switch to quick. Because, you know, if you're getting out of the parts doing it yourself, right? Right there, don't you got a whole row of filters and chemicals ready to go?
Well, you know, there were people in earlier today, Jay, when I was here, about 2 hours ago. Guy coming in, oops, we got the end of the line here. But he was asking for the chemicals because they're trying to get their water just the right way, and so happy that DJs can help them out with that.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, we're supposed to bring a cup full in, jar full in, and then they can run it through. They got a little tester somewhere right over here. And they can run it through that tester, and it spits out. And doesn't it tell you exactly what to do?
Well, you know, again, it's tied with BioGuard chemicals that they have, so they'll tell you exactly which chemical will take care of your water issues.
Well, and that's the best part. It takes you out of the equation, doesn't it? All you have to do is follow. Now, I know for some guys it's going to be hard, but all you got to do is follow instructions. That's it.
My wife says I have a hard time doing that.
Oh, well, I wasn't
Your wife
necessarily.
doesn't say that to you, does she?
I wasn't. You know, no, more than I got a hard time listening.
Okay. You
Because I am a bit of a stickler for instructions, being who I am. But no, I got more a hard time listening sometimes. I think that's the issue.
Again, we are up at DJ's in Monticello with It's All About the Green. Jay Nygaard is doing his YouTube channel.
Third time.
Yes.
I'm getting better at it too.
It's the Turbine Guy. So if you go to his channel, you'll get on and see the video of what we're doing this afternoon live from DJ's. And kind of a nice addition, right, to be able to do the video where you can show different products that we talk about.
Oh, absolutely. You know, I feel like I'm doing one big commercial. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. We got somebody back at the parts desk. See?
Yeah, the The gentleman just came through
See?
the front door. And he
See?
went right back to parts.
Don't you see? That's the whole point.
Yeah,
Get up
convenient,
here,
right?
get back there and fix it, right? Hey, do what I do. Get up here, get back there and fix it. Get the part. Do what you got to do. Make sure that you're doing. Because you know what, Joe? Someone asked me about that, and I tried to explain it to him that I hate to pay somebody else to do what I can do. It goes against who I am. If I can do it, I think I should be doing it. And knowing me, that goes all the way to cleaning the dang toilet. I can clean a toilet. I ain't got to have no one else do that for me.
Well, and you mentioned that, and we should mention one thing, because we have not talked about the shop that they have here now at the new DJ's location.
Really?
So this is where they do all the custom sheet metal cutting and stuff.
Oh,
So if
for
you need
the-
venting,
Wow.
for a fireplace, and you're kind of handy and say, hey, I want to do that myself.
And that's like
They
me.
can help you out with that.
Because, when I bought my house years ago, it just had a furnace. Didn't even have air conditioning. And then we put a furnace in that didn't fit into the duct, and it really needed some help. And this would have been the place to go. That's what you're saying.
Exactly. So if you're a do-it-yourselfer, make sure to come on into DJ's and talk with them about your project, and they can help you out as far as getting the venting that you need, getting the furnace or fireplace that you need.
Well, not just necessarily the venting, but the connecting pieces to go from the furnace to the venting.
And there are some technical things you need to know about what venting and why I need to do this,
Yep.
why I need to do that. Because
Yep.
you don't want to have issues with the inspector saying, oops, you got to tear this out.
And
again.
you know what? That happens all too frequently. Inspectors got their own ideas, and they just ain't gonna prove nothing until they think they're ready to.
Again, talking to Jay Nygaard at DJ's in Monticello. It's all about the green. Looks like that gentleman's got an April Air filter.
There you go.
We should talk about
Talking
that,
about
too.
filters, that's what everybody should be doing. Look at him. He's saving his furnace right now. He's
So
putting
let's
a
talk
new
about April
filter
Air.
on.
Maybe people, what are you talking about?
April Air, it's a big filter. It's not one of them skinny inch ones. It doesn't just fit in there and maybe help out some. This thing is 4 inches wide, at least one I got in Florida. And I got an old Honeywell up here that the thing fits in. We pulled the electric part out. But it's 4 inches wide, and it goes back and forth in a honeycomb type of shape. There is so much surface area in those things. They can catch so much. And what do, Joe? They allow your system to breathe. So it's not fighting itself, so it's not overheating, so it's not overworking, because it doesn't matter what kind of machine you have. If you overwork it, it's going to die sooner.
So come on in and take a look at what the April Air can do for your home filtration system.
Well,
Right in your furnace.
and Don says that that's a very large percentage of his calls. People who haven't changed out a filter. Gone right back there to DJ's Parts, picked themselves up a filter and put it in. And, those you got to do at least once a year, but you should do them twice, shouldn't you, Joe?
Well, a lot of those real thin, cheap filters, which are fine.
4
because-
times a year on
Yeah,
those.
Well, it's about every 30 days.
Yeah,
But again, they're
so-
cheap.
Well, yeah, every 30, but, we get a few months where we don't run stuff.
But again, even with that, it's, you don't want to put in these hefty, defty filters that are at the hardware store. I want to get something that really blocks everything. Well, unfortunately, it's gonna
No. That MERV number is kind of a cool thing. They've got this number on them that's a MERV number or something like that, and they got it figured out. They did all this testing in the lab, and it'll stop everything. But they're using some sort of super giant fan or something to pull through it, because it don't reflect real life situation like you live. And all you're going to do is the same thing as what, Joe? Having a plug filter, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yep.
It's going to wreck your motor.
You're going to suffocate the
System is not gonna
system.
work.
Everything's going to overheat. Your burner areas are going to overheat. Your cooling's not going to work so well. It's just not a good idea.
So, if you are interested in doing the best filtration you can for your home, you want to take a look at that.
I am. Look at that. Yeah. He'll eat it later when you don't have to feel so depressed to be up on the chair. Buddy.
He's enjoying the time.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's being King Don today. Isn't that where Don usually sits? We just don't have. I guess we should put the headset on
I
him.
know you were trying to do that, but that Fufu didn't like that too much.
No, I got a mask on him for a while.
Did you?
That lasted about 15 seconds, just long enough for me to get a picture. So I got the picture. It's a good picture. It's definitely a photo op.
So we should talk a little bit about Memorial Day weekend. I was
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
talk to Don because he had the grandkids up at the cabin, which I'm sure he had a lot of fun with this weekend.
Sure.
So what was your weekend like, Jay?
You know, unfortunately, my life is every day about getting up and seeing what I can accomplish that day.
Oh, you're a work guy.
I ain't got no choice. I got so much to do. But you know, I did take a little time, do a little boat ride, and have a fire, and you know, and have a little bit of fun. But you know, this is one of my favorite weekends, folk. You know why? I call it War Movie Weekend because I get to watch all kinds of cool movies like Kelly's Heroes. You remember Kelly's Heroes? One of the best war movies ever, even though it's fictional. You know, all these war, but I was a little disappointed, to be honest. AMC was playing 16 Candles and all these other films.
So they weren't the war theme this weekend.
No, they were not very patriotic at all, and that kind of hits my heart a little bit. My dad's buried at Fort Snelling, and you know, I'm a veteran myself. You know, I think we both deserve respect, not canceling or non-remembrance. You know, and so I'm a little disappointed that some places are making something like this political. How's that? Shouldn't be.
Well, I had a good visit. We had the memorial service at the Buffalo.
Oh, how'd
American
that go?
Legion. Really well.
Cool.
Yeah, good to see people out without masks on and
Enjoying their freedom.
enjoying freedom.
Yeah, the freedom that was there for us because of all the people we're celebrating that day.
Exactly.
And that's what it's about. It's the people who can't be here that we're celebrating. It's not the people who are here, it's the people who can't.
And unfortunately, Don's not here, talking about folks that aren't here. He thought maybe he could get back, but they're putting an air conditioning unit at a home in Buffalo this afternoon. So he's going to be doing that because they're talking 90s on Friday.
Foo Dog's getting a haircut tomorrow. He's getting all set. He's going to be ready too.
So this is definitely a time you should be down checking your air conditioning because you know what's going to happen. The phones are going to just fly open.
Oh yeah.
On Friday.
Absolutely, as soon as it gets hot. And that's why turn it on now, folks. Test your air conditioning, run it for half an hour, not just a couple of minutes. Make sure everything gets a chance to get up to speed and heat or cool or whatever. Make sure it's running good. Go out and make sure that there's nothing obstructing your unit condenser outside. Even if you gotta get a blower, blow it off, vacuum, whatever. Clean that out gently and replace your filter. Now, hey, we do have a comment. I got to give a shout out to Moon. He said thank you for your service, and say thank you too, sir. There you go.
All right.
You know what's funny? I can always tell who's been in the military. You know how?
How was that?
The salute. So easy. It hits the corner of your eye. It's straight and flat, and it comes out. And you know what? After all these years, because I was in the mid '80s, it just still comes out natural. You know, that's one of the things they drilled into you, and you had down and did well. So, yeah, I can always tell. That simple.
Well, we do want to thank you for your service, Jim.
Well, you're welcome.
And Don as well. Don spent some time
Absolutely.
in Vietnam, so-
Oh, yeah. He had a little more service than I did, you know, given his position and location. But yeah, absolutely. Don as well. So, you know, it means something to me, you know. And when I was in, we did lose a few people on the ship. We weren't at war or anything, but we did lose a few. And I think 5 while I was there. And Don being in Vietnam, I'm sure he lost more. And that's what the game is about.
So we do want to salute those folks that are listening to that service well.
Absolutely. Actually, I more want to salute their friends that aren't here.
Yeah, it's a tough deal.
Yeah.
Well, again, talking to Jay Nygaard, which is all about the green. Tuesdays is the day we come up to Monticello and go to DJ's and talk live. And Jay's been bringing his YouTube channel up, so we've been doing some video of the show as well. And this is something that people can go on to and revisit, right? I mean, it's
Absolutely. As soon as I'm done, I push a couple of buttons and then it's up on my channel. So just go to Turbine Guide and you can watch, and you can go back and look at any of the things I walked around and looked at. You know, they're out of hot tubs now because there's a bit of a run on them, and it's hard to get parts. But at some point when they get the hot tubs back in, we'll be doing shows from in the hot tubs as far as I'm concerned.
yeah. Well, again, people, if, if you want a hot tub, you can still come in and order the hot tubs. And the nice thing is you can order it the way you want it.
That's the best part.
And I know that Don has some shipments coming later in the year, so I mean, as soon as he can get them in, he will. But it really doesn't matter what business you're in right now, as far as hot tubs or automobiles or motorsports. All of those things are really taking a killing right now. You just can't get them.
No, a lot of things, and everything's so doggone expensive. I went to one of the big box stores to get 8 2x4s, and they wanted $60. I just put that sheet of paper in my pocket and said, no way. And then I went and found some 2x4s and some dumpsters. I'm like,
So you're lucky that you did the building project next door when you did.
Oh, geez, yeah. Well, hey, but I'm going to tell everybody, solar is still the same. If you want to get into solar, now's the time, because I know that's going to go up too. You can go to my website, gogreenenergyonline.com, or give me a call at 952-334-6400, 952-334-6400, and I can help you design a DIY system custom for you, or we can put together and install a system for you with a 26% federal tax credit. Most systems are running somewhere between $20,000 to $30,000 right now, so it's really not back. You can get 26% back, and if you're in Excel territory, then you won the lottery. That's going to give you another. You're going to end up. They're going to pay for about half of your system.
All right, so great ways to save, and that's what you'll find out
All
every time.
About the green.
Yeah, every time you listen, it's all about the green. Again, live from DJs in Monticello. We're going to close out today's show. We've got a game on this afternoon, softball.
Who's up?
Michael Albertville and Buffalo in the section, so that'll be coming up at around 4:30 or so. So stay tuned for that.
Go
Thanks a lot.
Buffalo! I got to say that for Kendall.
Well,
Go
how about
Buffalo.
STMA nights? You know.
No, my wife's from Buffalo. I got to jump on her bandwagon. So go Buffalo! And on that, we'll see ya. Had to jump on her
I'll
bandwagon.
read you the closing part.
Yeah, you gotta get going, huh?
Okay, this unit.
You do. I think I actually did a good job of advertising the store today.
Yes, you did.
Pointed a lot of stuff out. Pointed people
Really
in.
nice when you can see it.
I think if someone wants to download the YouTube video and take some clips out of it, they can make a really good commercial. Kind of what I did today.
Very good ideas.
I made a video 2 years ago where I went down to Fort Snelling. My dad was great. I had a camera going on each side of the car and a camera from the truck and one inside, and I kind of put 2 windows in the videos. I'm driving down. Pretty somber. You don't realize how many people there are there.
Yeah, and there was another one, I saw the National Cemetery out in Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
We might be going to Freedom Fest out there. I did a very polite job of that, Joe. I think it'll fit though.
I'll get the lid.
Yeah, I think it'll fit.
Get the lid on.
Here we go. We're still filming. Okay, folks. That's what happens.
Doing the teardown.
After the show wrap up. You saw it here first. Turbine Guy,
Behind the scenes.
signing out.